Hello, hello. Welcome to Energize to Rise. I'm so excited to be with you. Now, when you think about 2025 coming up in just a month and a half, how ready for it are you? Do you have your goals set? Do you know what you want? Do you have a clear vision for how you want the year to end? 1 year from now, what do you want to have accomplished? Because right now, the whole country, in the United States and beyond, we are in a place of fogged thinking. The stress and anxiety of the last several months have really put us into a state where it's hard for us to plan for the future. But the quickest way to bring back your sense of control and excitement for the future is to really focus on your own vision. When we stress out about things that are beyond our control and start to feel like things are spinning, that is when the stress sets in and block us from actually taking action and from feeling the feelings that we want to experience both in our life and in our work. So today we want to really, with our Energize to Rise show, give you that first little zing of bringing control back by turning on your vision energy. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. I teach the 7 energies of the flow formula. So it's 7 energies that you can apply to leadership, to sales, to your personal goals. It's 7 energies that create flow and momentum toward anything that you need to accomplish or want to make happen in your life, whether it's a small decision, something big, short, or long term. It's applicable to any type of company or industry, and whether you're a senior leader or whether you're a new employee or an individual contributor, it'll work for everyone. So this flow formula, the 7 energies, just so that you know what it is, I'm not going to dig into it, but it's vision energy, which kicks off everything, strategy that then puts the plan behind the vision, communication energy, which tells the world about it, relationship energy is surrounding yourself with the right people to make it happen, confidence energy is tapping into your superpowers to drive forward your vision and strategy and all your strengths. Creativity energy is having fun in the process and having that release valve for all the things that you juggle every day. And motivation energy is keeping your eyes on the prize and making sure that you're keeping yourself motivated to take action, even when you're getting blocked and you need to readjust and go to plan B and plan C and plan triple Z. So that's the flow formula. But let's jump in, because this week we're going to talk about your 2025 vision and help you identify one thing that you can do this week to just get it started, to create some momentum on it, to start to think about what it is that you want, and to help shift you into that place of control again. Because like I said before, when we start to feel things spinning and we have anxiety over what we don't have control over, like the last several months and what will happen over the next few months, is really a time when our vision gets shut down. So we want to be sure that we have your vision turned on. Now, I want you to think right now about your goals for next year. Now, a lot of people will say, well, I just kind of want to maintain momentum and do the same things. Cool, but you still want to put pen to paper and ensure that you have it documented so that you can have something to track. So you have a benchmark, so you have milestones that you can move forward on. Otherwise, you're just going to be spinning your wheels and throwing darts and hoping they stick somewhere. You need to have that vision really clear, even if it's similar to what you've got going on right now. I'm going to show you, I've shown this before, but I'm going to show you how I've been working on mine for this year. It's totally messy. You can't read my handwriting, but I work in a state of buckets. When I'm starting to create my vision for the following year or for a certain project or a specific thing, I create the big buckets that I want to make happen before I start to build all the stuff below it. So this document started with just my big buckets. Just for reference, I've got my daughter's college. I have KB, that's me, Kristen Brown, adventure, business growth, and my health and wellness. So those are my 4 big buckets for next year that I really want to focus on. My daughter will be going off to college in next summer. And so I'll be, I guess, an empty nester and I can really do anything I want. So that's why KB adventure and my health and wellness, I can really bring some focus back to those. Not that I haven't done that as a widowed mom all these years, but it's just a new phase of life for her and I. So I want those part of the bucket. Then what I started to do is every single day, I would look at these buckets after I started creating them. And I would say, okay, if this is what my big goal is, what do I want to feel as a result of that? I want to feel vibrant and excited and motivated and all the feelings that go along with it. And once I started that, then I knew I could start putting some actual specifics down. So I've over the last couple of months, because I started this a few months ago, I've started to put more specifics underneath it, actual action steps that I can put into action, some which I've actually already done in 2024. So it's kind of a win-win. But that's what I want you to do, is not to get all the steps below it, but I want you to identify, don't go more than 5, 1 to 5 big buckets that you want to accomplish in 2025. So I want you to identify what those are. 1 to 5 big picture goals, the big buckets. And I don't want you to just think of them. I want you to actually write them down. If you know that you've got a health goal, but you're not sure what, if you know you want to make more money or get a promotion or find a new job, those are what would be considered big buckets. So make sure that those big buckets are identified and written down somewhere so that you can start to think about how you want to feel, how you want to interact. Now, if you have your 2025 buckets identified already, you know what you want, give me a yes in the comments, give me a thumbs up, give me something to let me know that you're already working on it. If you've still got to work on it, just say, working on it, gonna make it happen, gonna do it. Because it is that commitment to yourself that will help you drive that vision and start bringing control back to your own work, your own excitement for what you've got going on in your own life and in your own work. Now, once you have those big buckets identified and written down, here's your energy hack for this week. An energy hack, remember, if you've been following me for the past week, this is week 11, I've been doing some refining every single week and adjusting how I'm delivering what I'm asking of you. So an energy hack is something that you're committing to doing this week to take action. So for this week, your number one priority this week is every morning, I just want you to look at those big buckets. I want you to look at those buckets and say, do these feel right? Do these excite me? Because if they don't excite you now before you even have the action steps, you need to adjust exactly what it is or what's going to go into it. So every morning, look at those big buckets. So you can start to say, yes, this is what I want my 2025 to include. And then as you start to get ideas of what might fall under there, you don't have to fully build this out because we've got the rest of the year and the beginning of next year to flesh some of those things out. But start to write some things down. If you say, you know what, I do want to have this XYZ career goal. Here's one thing I could do. Put that item down right underneath the big circle, the big bucket where you've got on your sheet, however you do it. You can put this on a Excel document, in a Word document. I just happen to be very visual. And once I get everything nailed down, I will translate it into a digital file and have it, more structured and put numbers and all that behind it. And that brings even more control. But right now, we are just turning on your vision energy so that all the stress and anxiety and worry and stuff that's been going on the last few months that we've got going on right now, wherever you're at in politics and the world and all the things, everyone still isn't sure what's going to happen next. So that will bring fear and that will shut down our ability to think ahead. So we want to get this vision energy turned on. Now, if you want to do this more officially and you want to work together to do that, we can do this for your company where we actually drive forward your company's goals and make sure all the departments and individuals are creating their own goals that also ladder up then to the big company goals. So if you want to do a 2025 kickoff, we can either do it as a keynote and an event you already have, or we can do a freestanding training or 2025 results session. I am booking my 2025 results tour right now in cities around the United States. So if you want to hop on to that, we can certainly do that as well. Save you some travel fees, but just reach out if you want to do that. Or if you want to work one-on-one, I have one-on-one coaching that I do as well to help you get really clear on how your 7 energies can drive forward your 2025 vision. So just reach out to me if you want to know more about that. Go to my website, KristenBrownPresents.com. Now, to end today, I'm going to give you my momentum mantra for the week, because remember, you're going to identify your big buckets for your vision and you're going to look at it every morning to keep the vision alive. Notice how you feel, writing down little things that come to you. So your momentum mantra this week is a simple one. Eyes on 2025. Eyes on 2025. The more you can look at it and feel it and immerse yourself in it now before it's even happened, the more likely it's going to be aligned to what it is that you really want. Knowing you can adjust it over time, but eyes on 2025. Every single day this week, look at those big buckets, see what you can do to get your 2025 vision clarified and ready to kick off and take action on. So thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Kristen Brown. Reach out if you want to know more about my speaking or coaching. Otherwise, I can't wait to see you next week, every Monday on Energize to Rise. See you soon.